Good morning students, standard 6. Today I am going to teach you chapter 13 and the name of the topic is light. Okay. So students, we can see everything in this world around you due to light only. Without light we can't see anything, and in this universe the sun is the ultimate source of light. Okay, earth doesn't have light. Okay, so it gets light from sun, and when light reflects on everything we can see the beautiful world. So all things doesn't have lights. Okay, and the things which have their own lights, these are known as what? Luminous source. Luminous means objects having their own sources of light. Their own sources light. And examples of luminous objects are, these objects may be natural or man-made. And the best example of natural sources of light, that is luminous object, sun and other stars. So sun is also a star. So these are the natural luminous sources, and man-made luminous sources are, you can say, electric lights, candle, etc. These also give us light. Okay. So on the basis of sources of light, object can be classified broadly: luminous object and non-luminous objects. So let's discuss how light travels. Okay. Students, light travels in straight line. Light travels in straight path. Okay, and light spreads out in all directions from a luminous body or a source of light. That is why when you switch on a lamp at the center of a room, the light spreads in all corners. It might be easier for you to visualize light spreading out in all directions if you think the way the surface of balloon spreads out when you blow it. So anything, any objects, okay, it is seen by many people at a time, because from that object light travels in all directions, and when it enters our eyes we can see the object. Okay, so sometimes related to light, let us discuss first what is ray. What is a ray? Okay, I have already told you light travels in straight line. So the path of light is called ray. What is ray? The path of light. Okay. So when some rays combine, it forms beam. Okay. So beam consists of some rays of lights, and beam may be two types: convergent beam and divergent beam. You take the example of a torch light. Okay, in a torch light the beam spreads, means when it comes through the legs of the torch, but when it falls on the ground it makes a big patch, because the beam of the light spreads. Okay. So this is a torch and this is the lens. So when light comes from the torch it spreads, means when it falls on the ground its patch increases. Okay. So this is divergent beam. Similarly, When the rays of light meet at a point, this beam is called convergent. Suppose these are the rays of lights, and after passing some times they meet at a point. Then this beam is called convergent beam. Convergent beam. So light travels in a straight lines, and this can be verified by if you put an opaque object in the path of light, the light doesn't pass through the objects and it makes shadow. Okay. So basing on different types of objects, some objects allow light pass through it and some allow a little light to pass through it, and some objects do not allow at all to pass through them. So accordingly, objects are classified into three types. One is transparent, and other is translucent, and third one is opaque objects. The object which allow light pass through them are called transparent objects, and these are, you can say, glass, some transparent plastics, water also. And translucent objects are, they allow little amount of light pass through it. Some color paper and some type of glasses also, these come under translucent objects. And others are opaque. Opaque means they do not allow light pass through them at all. Okay. And there are many opaque objects are there. You can say stone, paper, okay, wood, etc. So when light falls on opaque objects, okay, they form shadow because they do not allow light to pass through it. So a shadow is the dark space behind an opaque object where light is blocked by the objects. So depending upon the shape and size of objects, okay, there are different shape and size of the shadows also. So some part of the shadow, okay, looks very dark, and their light doesn't reach at all, and around the dark patch, okay, some area is there a little light can pass, and their light patch is created. So can you tell the actual size and shape of an object by looking its shadow? The shadow of trees, for example, is long in the morning and evening, and small around noon. Can you tell how tall a tree is by looking at its shadow? So what happens? See, during morning time, the sun rays, okay, falls obliquely. So it has to pass a long distance, and during that time, the tall of the shadow is too long, and that happens in the evening hour also. But in the noon time, the sun rays fall straight, so the shadows of the objects become shorter. This is about the path of light and how they form shadows. Next, come to study about some phenomenon of light, okay, and best are the eclipse, solar eclipse and lunar eclipse, okay. So what is solar eclipse, students? I have already told you the sun is the ultimate source of light in this universe, okay. So when the earth doesn't have light and the moon also doesn't have light. So what happens when sun stays in between, this is sun, okay, when sun is in between earth and moon, this is when moon is in between, when moon is in between sun and earth, this is moon and this is earth, okay, earth. So what happens, the moon, okay, blocks the light ray of sun and it doesn't allow to reach where, on the earth surface, this is the earth. So during that time the shadow of moon, okay, the shadow of moon falls where, falls on earth, and during that time, okay, the people residing on the earth surface can't see the sun for some time, okay, and this phenomenon is known as what, solar eclipse, solar eclipse, right? Similarly, when this is sun and earth comes in between the moon, this is earth, okay, and this is moon, okay. So what happens, the earth comes in between sun and moon, and during that time earth shadow falls here on moon, its shadow falls on moon, okay, and during that time, for some time we cannot see the moon due to our shadow falls on the moon, and this is known as what, lunar eclipse, lunar eclipse, okay. These are the some phenomena of lights. And next come to reflection, okay. What is reflection, students? So you see everything around you due to reflection, and reflection is nothing but the bounce back of light when the light ray falls on opaque objects, okay. Reflection. When light ray falls on opaque object, okay, what happens, they do not allow light pass through it, then they reflect. Light is what, light is back to the same medium, okay, and this is known as what, reflection, and due to reflection only we can see all objects around us. And the optical device which is based on the principle of reflection is mirror, okay, mirror. There are different types of mirror, but with the help of plane mirror we see our faces every day, and mirror works on the principle of reflection of light, okay, work on the principle of reflection light. This is a mirror, okay, and This is the shining surface and this is the opaque surface. So when light falls, okay, it reflects to the same medium, so that image is formed. We can see our face. And which type of image is formed, students? Here you can say your virtual image. Okay. So this is about light. In the next class, I will discuss some question answers. Thank you. Have a nice day.